The water here always ripples. I know.
There, that should do. If I can get some customers.
Necrom? Your ancestor won't use it anyway.
Is the dust here bone dust? It tastes a bit like bone dust. Why do I know that?
It's so difficult, letting go of her like this.
Where's that lay about Randus? Absent again. Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea. Plague. That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have? Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city. Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you. No, I wouldn't want that. All right. If you're careful and don't touch anything, you can go aboard and take a look around. But if you find anything to verify your claim, I want you to bring it to me immediately.
Stormwing hasn't sailed yet. She's behind schedule.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers.
Interesting. No one's gone near it since the temple priests disembarked. Not even a rat.
Probably cultists of some sort. That's my guess, anyway.
The ship is haunted, do you? Haunted and cursed?
Until we know what's going on, I'm giving that ship a wide berth.
I got good. What next, Scrub Master? Keep getting gutter. Okay.
There's nothing to do with the Stormwing quarantine.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the necropolis?
Join me sometime and I will learn you a few
Let me
thousand
see what you
things on
found.
this game.
I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Pariite want in the necropolis? All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Pariite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the necropolis. But how? The main door is locked. I don't. Wait! When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. I'll meet you in the underways.
one keeps your sleekest possessions safe and sound. Your Soul Cloud items too, if you want.
Hey, you!
I know you. You exposed the Mad Constable in Koglin Village. Rovtka guide you.
Over here, friend. I rarely use trapdoor. You go first. No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs. To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall. Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
They ask so many questions. Please, help the others.
No! I know nothing of Prior Durdrin's tomb! Leave me be!
Dane, Abbot Ilvel is in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul sensors in his chamber.
I don't know anything about a fulcrum. Please!
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel. Blightcrown is with the Abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The abbot! Destroy that foul censer, friend! Another censer!
No, Prelate, stop. Fulcrum Obscura. Durdrin's tomb. In the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. What did he say about the lower catacombs? How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble? Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too? Endangers Nirn? I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry. Prior Durdrin founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivec. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdrin's tomb is deep inside.
Blessed pox, the prior's tomb should be here somewhere.
Keep looking. Blightcrown demands we find the relic.
Want to die?
someone approaches, Dovasard. Quick, take the relic!
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blightcrown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blightcrown, most favored priest of Perryites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
That was just embarrassing.
By the blessed pot, the prize too should be here somewhere.
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself Prelate Farum? Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Perryites in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or... Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura. Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I'll do it. I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow you. The Necrom bindery?
Watch out, everyone. This adventurer isn't slowing down anytime soon.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Curate. One more thread of fate to investigate, Proxy. Take this portal and see where it leads.
Talk? To me? Of course. Go on, friend.
Dusk Sabers here. Careful, Proxy. I have faced these vampire mercenaries before. The vampire mercenaries. The tower's defenses have them well occupied.
Master Shell ready. The tower's defenses continue to oppose us.
Meln was thorough, I'll give him that. Any word from the tower?
No progress yet. I'll keep you informed.
Reaching in there like See that you do, Captain. You there, come forward. You aren't with the... I expected to have Telrendis all to myself today. And you're certainly not one of Captain Xenphys's vampire mercenaries. So, who are you, and why have you come to this tower? Abandoned, yes, but not without its defenses. Telrendis is a dangerous place, Fla. I advise you not to interfere with the Dusk Sabers. And it seems Meln the Mouthless left Telrendis well protected, as my mercenaries can testify. Oh, the Telvanni Magister who owned this place. He's been missing for decades. The old fool possessed a book that I very much want to add to my library. Scavenge if you will, as long as you understand the book is mine. Now, why are you really here? A capable adventurer might be just what I need. The wards of Telrendis are intended to keep out other Telvanni wizards, myself included. And since my Dusk Sabers are stymied, I have a proposition for you. Find a way into the tower and breach Meln's defenses so I can recover the book I seek. You can then attend to your business with the gratitude of a Telvanni master. So what do you say? Do we have an agreement? I suggest you begin with the old Telrendis Hall, to the southwest of this camp. Captain Xenphys reports that his Dusk Sabers are having a difficult time there. If you can succeed where they have so far failed, I will make it worth your while.
That Telvanni bears watching. But the tower remains the crux of our investigation here. Let us find a way in. A magical ward seals that door. What happened here, mercenary?
What happened here? The ward killed my comrade. Not easy to do to a Dusksaber. I thought we had little to fear from old tricks and traps, but look what happened to my comrade. Dead as the last Swit who stepped out of line across the Dusksabers. Speaking of, who are you and what are you doing here? Nalia tried to push through the ward on that door. The note over there suggests that something in this room disarms the trap. Clearly, she guessed wrong. I think this strange lens is part of the puzzle. We found it by the note. Here, you take it. We obviously weren't able to figure it out. I'll be damned if I try to use it again. If Shareni sent you, by all means, be my guest. I'm just going to stand back here.
Lenses such as that can reveal hidden things. Look through it, Proxy. Look for anything glowing. That should be the switch to dispel the ward.
The ward is gone. Master Shalreni must be informed at once.
This is our opportunity. Lead the way, Proxy. This portal should take us to the tower. We have reached the lower level of the tower. There should be more portals to take us higher, Proxy.
You dare enter the Tower of Meln, Magister of the Telvanni? Turn back or be destroyed!
A spirit. Ignore it and keep going, Proxy.
You aid that thief and liar, Shalreni Barrow! Provoke me at your own risk, intruder!
Interesting. The spirit seems aware of Master Shalreni's attempt to access the tower.
As if murdering me wasn't insult enough! Now she sent you to steal my book!
Is this spirit actually Meln the...
Face the fury of Meln the Mouthless, Magister of the Telvanni! Or we could have a nice chat and discuss this like civilized people.
A reasonable request. Speak to the spirit.
If there's one thing I learned in death, it's how foolish the living can be. I know all that passes in my home, intruder. I heard your bargain with that so-called Master Shareni Barrow. You have given my murderer access to my tower. Why does the Telvanni do anything? Ambition, power, greed. 20 years ago, I stood in Shareni's path. An obstacle to the higher rank she craved. She requested a meeting. Instead of negotiating, she killed me and tried to steal my prized possession. Oh, just all the contingencies I had in place. With my last breath, I banished her from the tower and set all the wards and defenses. They held perfectly well, until you mucked everything up. She'll have no trouble stealing my black book now. The Tormenting Eye, a tome of forbidden secrets. I see Hermaeus Mora's mark on you and your companion. If you don't know about the black books, she can tell you more. Shareni Barrow is careless in her pursuit of power. She must not possess my book. Two things protect my book. The spell of illegibility I cast upon it, and the fact that without my aid, it will take her time to break the spell on her own. Still, I'd rather she never get her hands on it. Stop her,
and I'll find a way to reward you.
The thread becomes clear. Hermaeus Mora sent us to recover the Black Book.
The Black Book is mine. And with this soul gem, I also have this miserable spirit. Meln comes with me.
And I thought this day couldn't get any worse!
I knew a Telvanni master would be formidable. Come. The threads of fate here are tied to 3 things. Master Shel Rennie, Meln the Mouthless, and the Black Book. That was the connection to Apocrypha I sensed here. Black Books are creations of Hermaeus Mora and his realm. Black Books are relics of Apocrypha. Each holds a different secret. Most are kept in the vast libraries of Hermaeus Mora's realm, but he sometimes gifts one to a mortal. In addition to forbidden knowledge, each serves as a portal to Apocrypha. That is a secret the one who knows has not yet shared with me. I can count the number of Black Books I know about on one hand, and each is unique. Only one copy of each book exists. This is the first I have heard of one titled The Tormenting Eye. We must free Meln the Mouthless from Master Shel Rennie's grasp and retrieve the Black Book. But to do that, we need more information. Look around, Proxy. If Meln was indeed murdered here, there might be proof of Shel Rennie's villainy. That letter from Master Shel Rennie's mouth. That meeting must have been when Meln was murdered. A letter and the murdered Magister. I know what we must do, Proxy. Meln the Mouthless let down his guard and paid the ultimate price. His body has remained here forgotten and undisturbed for decades because he preferred solitude above all else. Now Master Shel Rennie has both Meln's spirit and his Black Book. To recover Meln and his Black Book, you must find Master Shel Rennie, and the letter you discovered explains how to do that. Go to the Assembly of Masters at Old Isra and question Shel Rennie's mouth, Vabdru. He shall know how to reach her. No, here our paths diverge. I leave Mouth Vabdru and Meln in your hands. While you pursue the spirit, I shall research the Black Book and contemplate the other threads of fate. I must determine how this factors into the threat against Apocrypha. Master Shel Rennie has trapped Meln's spirit in a soul gem. You must retrieve that gem or destroy it. Go to Old Isra and find Shel Rennie's aide, Mouth Vabdru. He must have an office in the tower called Telvara. The Telvanni Assembly of Masters meets there. Well, their representatives do. The Masters themselves rarely bother to make an appearance. That is what they have mouths for. You want to go to Telvara. The mouths work out of that tower in Old Isra. The Masters leave day-to-day concerns to their mouths. Their own arcane studies are far more important to them, and they try to avoid direct interaction with their rivals whenever possible. This portal leads outside. You must travel to Old Isra from there. Defenses around Tel Hulin play havoc with portal magic.
Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first.
Azura's grace eschewed. Ancestors wake from dreaming. Still some script got can't go anywhere.
Ah, you're assisting the Morag Tong agent, correct? As busy as I am, I can always spare a moment for the hired help. Oh, that is good to hear. Even though the Assembly enacted the writ, I know that Naryu is under no obligation to keep us informed. I appreciate it. I know better than to ask for specific details. The Morag Tong prefers to work unhindered. Anything else? The Masters send representatives to the Assembly, our mouths. They have the authority to speak in our names. Some sessions require a Master or two to attend, as well as any aides and servants. Scribes take notes so every Master can stay informed. You did you? Interesting. Yes, I'm working on something with Masters Foves and Thilsey. We've been meeting frequently until fairly recently. Then Foves stopped attending. He's worried about the spy. His aide delivers him notes after each meeting. A very informative update. Thank you. Now you should get back to it. We'll all feel safer and more secure once this spy has been dealt with. Permanently. To a Telvanni master such as myself, everyone is a spy.
Hireling, I hope you have a strong sense of discretion. Talking to Master Sulis like that may not be wise. I have concerns about him. Have you and the assassin made progress? I totally understand. What some call paranoia, I call prudent caution. This spy could cause irreparable damage to the Assembly, if not to House Telvanni itself. Tell me, what did you and Master Sulis talk about just now? Did he now? How easily he let slip confidential information to a stranger. I know others find me grating, but I've spent my life making House Telvanni stronger. This spy threatens our stability. I need you to find them, eliminate this threat. I don't like this feeling of the wolves at the door. Your confidence encourages me. Thank you for talking with me. Now I must go. I swear my aide Gito is avoiding me. Just between us, he's let his grooming lapse. His odor is quite unpleasant.
Now it'll never scrape off.
See that? 2 lanterns. That's got to be Mevi.
Sharp as night. By Azura, after all these years, is it really you?
I was afraid you'd say something like that.
I don't know you, and I've never met Sharp. But the way my Raynilla spoke of him, I'd recognize him anywhere. Are you one of her connections? Have you been watching over him all this time? Did he finally remember Raynilla? The Reformer uses experimental magic on his slaves. Raynilla didn't understand the process, and when she excised it from Sharp to free him, it tore something from him. His memories, she thought. Raynilla never forgave herself for what happened. She put herself on assignment. She's freeing another from the Reformer. I haven't heard from her, but that's how these things often go.
Forgive me. It's only just occurred to me, but if Sharp has no memories of Raynilla, how did you find me? What? Directrian? No, Raynilla needed her help to find the smugglers' tunnels in Gorn. She'd arranged for a boat to take them to safety. If it's just the two of them in those tunnels, I need to get to her. Please, can you help? You two go on ahead. I need to gather Raynilla's research and prepare to travel light for a while. We always knew this day might come. I can spare a moment to tell you what I know, but after, we really should get moving to Gorn. Sharp, Raynilla would say that you're under no obligation to help, but please.
I'm on my way. Where are the smugglers' tunnels you mentioned?
I think there's a secret entrance in the southwest tunnels. I'll follow shortly. Please, hurry.
Bring the lightning!
Here's the other one. You'll pay for I let you find our spy.
Interesting. Let's talk where there's some fresh air. I smell like a Kagudi, this place smells like a Kagudi, and you definitely smell like a Kagudi. Let me see that letter you found. Master Fov's aide? Interesting. Once House Drez heard about the writ, they must have panicked. Not so fast, hero. Have we found everything here at the Kagudi nests? There might be more clues scattered around this Drez message relay. If Gito and... I smell like a Kagudi. This Master Foves' aide. Interesting. Once House Drez heard about them. Not so fast, hero. Ugh, what's that on the letter? Are you sure that's just mud? Why don't you just read it to me from over there? Ah, probably that secret project the servant mentioned. Foves is part of the project, so as his trusted aide, Guiteau gains access to the details. May have even taken the notes himself. What else? Bristleback, Sparrow, that letter, and the Drez camp explained these code names. This means Master Foves worked with Guiteau this whole time. They even tried to frame Master Sulis as the spy. Can't say I'm overly surprised. My next step is quite clear. I kill Guiteau. The writ covers Tridecim and just Tridecim. Anything you want to do beyond that is up to you, hero. Let's return to Tel Hulan. Hopefully Guiteau is there so I can wrap this up. Meet me in Tel Hulan. We can finish this there.
Tell me, assassin.
Looks like we got to that letter before Guiteau. He never received his orders to slip away and make a break for the Drez camp. Makes my life easier. Now I complete my writ. I figured you'd want to witness the professional at work. After all your help, you've earned that right. The rules are quite explicit. Only the name of the writ is my target, and that's just Tridecim. Guiteau is the spy, and he's my target. Anything more is up to you. Do you want to tell Master Sulis about Master Foves' plan to set him up? Right. Won't take but a moment. Did she now? Too bad she went and got herself killed. Typically, I wouldn't take on someone else's debt, but I think I can make an Master Foves, it seems your aide has been speaking out of turn.
No! Mercy, please!
If you're certain, assassin, then do as you will.
Please! I'm just a hireling. I did what I was told.
Help is so difficult to come by. Pity you had to kill one of the good ones.
My master wants you to convey this message to Master Shelrene. The Assembly will not tolerate threats or coercion.
These rumors disturb the other masters. Shelrene must moderate her ambition before the Assembly takes action.
I will relay your concerns to Master Shelrene. Forget what you heard, stranger. Master Shelrene cares not what the other masters think of her, or how difficult she makes things for me. So, what brings you to Telvara, the Tower of the Telvanni Mouths? Master Shelrene never comes to Aldisra. Telvanni masters rarely do. I expect she is at her tower Telbaro, but I would be a poor mouth indeed if I let you pester her at home without asking what business you have with her. Ah, Master Shelrene doesn't discuss her work with me. Very well. Take the Telbaro insignia from my office. You'll need it to unlock the wards. Otherwise, you'll never get through the cavern to reach the tower. My office is through the north door and the insignia is behind my desk. Use it to unlock the wards in the cavern, or you...
Best prices here. Adventurers wanted. Apply here.
The tribunal.
It looks
pays
like
well.
there is our divinations in
Try
this
to
world
return in one
are
piece.
fruitless. Comb the shores
We
of
pay
Fathom's
well.
Drift
Call it
and bring
so
back any
proceed.
ship manifest
The
you
sooner
find.
you get a move
We
on.
can at least determine what ships the Master of the Tides of Fate has taken. We will make the trip worth your while.
How long does it take someone to buy a guar anyway?
Quality and variety, come see for yourself.
meddle against my menagerie. The finest fighting specimens from across the world. against my menagerie. The finest fighting specimens from across the world. Metal against my menagerie. The finest fighting specimens from across the world. Metal against my menagerie. The finest fighting specimens from across the world. Against my menagerie. The finest fighting specimens from across the world.
Watch me go!
At last, some challengers! I knew it would come at palace. with a selection of dangerous wildlife, good and great to eat. I see you warmed up. Mindless beasts are one thing. How will you fare against something more intelligent? Fascinating.
You were
I may have
amazing.
to add you to my collection before you can cause any more damage. Do you have any idea how expensive those creatures are to maintain? Hitman, to battle!
Six days in Philadelphia comes out tomorrow. To know if on console, start early access on PC. I'll probably stream it. Maybe. There's a lot of weirdos W. FPS. Yeah.
Watch me go!
You ever just forget?
Doing something with magic-y?
I hear you wiped out a vampire lair in Glenumbra, then killed a child just because...
Please? I have no one else I can turn to. I need help. I worked as a servant in the towers of Tel Drellith. Nathan, the son of Mistress Drellith, is being kept prisoner there. At least, I think he must be. Nathan and I had plans to leave Tel Drellith together. Someone must have found out, because the day we planned to leave, I was dismissed from my position. Mistress Drellith, or Sethiel, I suppose, pushed me out without a chance to see Nathan. If she's holding him against his will, he'll be in the isolation tower. The only access is through the lab in the caverns that run underneath. There's a key in the top floor of the main tower. Thank the eight you...
Well, that was a waste of time. No one goes to Salem Mora anymore, and now I can see why. Getting badgered by priests and buoyant armigers isn't worth seeing the one impressive relic they keep at the shrine. Is that where you're headed? The Shrine of St. Voorhees? Patron saint of House Telvanni? It's the only reason why anyone would go to Salem Mora. I stopped by to see the relic of St. Voorhees, but the High Priest wouldn't even let me get close enough to get a good look. I didn't stay long enough to find out. Apparently, it's an honor just to be in its mere presence. Didn't feel like anything special to me. If you're headed that way, maybe you can see what all the fuss is about. Good luck, outsider. You're going to need it.
This is your last heist, Mark of Rosgard! Mark my words!
The talisman
It's
of
dubbed
Saint
as an
Boris
Iraqi
will be
murder
mine.
sim LOL.
And I'm all yours, Relasi, if you can catch me.
The Lark of Rosgard is so smug when he's got the high ground. He won't be so smug when he's level with my boot. And his little disappearing act. Let me get my hands on him and I'll make him disappear. That fetching thief has been a thorn in my side for far too long. He's planning to rob the shrine at Salem Mora of the sacred relic of St. Voorhees. I need extra hands if I'm to stop him. Yours could do. Are you looking for work? Stand in for me at the shrine and the Khajiit caravan nearby. Ask questions. Search for any clues or suspicious activity and assure the High Priest that I have everything under control. Help me, and I'll make sure you're compensated for your time. High Priest Treelan will be your point of contact at the shrine. Meet me here when you're done.
All may bask in the talisman's divine glory. From a respectful distance, please. If you're here to bask in the presence of the talisman of St. Voorhees, I humbly ask that you do so out of arm's reach. If you have any questions about the relic's history, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Shh! Not so loud! This is a very delicate situation. We need to ensure that what few pilgrims we have aren't scared off by any of this. Relasi hasn't exactly kept us apprised of her plans. What did she send you to do? Of course she did. That's it. I'm sending a priest to shadow her. After Relasi came through to examine the talisman, I've had to stand watch. I've made sure not to let anyone get too close. Especially not any outsiders. It's been exhausting. Aside from you, there was one other, an Ella Khajiit who asked many questions.
Comes out for
Without,
consoles
I might
next
add,
year.
the judgmental sneering typical of most outsiders. I cannot recall his name, but he was alone. I've heard the dangerous ones only travel in groups. I'm so glad you asked. This shrine has stood since the dawn of the... St. Voorhees believed that we honor our ancestors through the forceful expression of will over others. The gem within the relic exemplified, not stole, claimed in conquest. The shrine is dedicated to exercising our forceful expression of will. We hope to someday unravel the hidden mystical properties held by the gem. Testing one's will on the talisman serves as a humbling reminder that forceful expression of one's will is an unending journey. Salem Mora used to be a haven for aspiring Telvanni. Most come to visit the crypts. Few stay to properly observe the majesty of the relic. I cannot understand why. Admittedly, we have had an influx of visitors since this I'd hate to think that spectacle was the only thing calling pilgrims to the shrine. Excuse me! Please step back from the relic!
Why are we stopping here, when these dark elves lurk about the edges of our camp?
Oh, Shadea, you worry too much. Surely they mean us no harm.
Old fool. What is it you want? Your nose is too close to my face. This one is called Shadea. She and her mercenaries are here only to protect the caravan for coin. This one dislikes this place and will remain no longer than she must. You have questions? Talk to the elder. This one knows nothing. This one is not in the habit of paying tithes to foreign saints. The elder may have gone, but he insisted others stay at the camp. Fine by this one, so long as she gets paid. Yes, a nosy walker came to spy and ask foolish questions. And Shadea was the only one bothered by this. Then again, the elder and his family are Bandari. They are used to being treated like criminals. Anything else? Stand a bit closer and find out. This one is quick with her blade and does not hesitate to stick it in those who ask for it.
It will probably be a different game by then. PC players will be the guinea pigs.
Bother someone else if you're looking for a job, Walker. This one's band has no room to cut in another share. These peddlers can barely afford us as it is.
Normally how early access works.
Luck be with you, Walker. This one is Elier Sodro, Caravan Elder. Our wares and coin are in short supply, but our camp is open to all who may seek to rest and be at ease. What does your heart seek? No. We Bandari are used to scrutiny, but rarely from such a distance. The Dark Elves in these lands seem colder than most. This is no matter. This one, the shrine. Oh, that shrine. It is a place holy to Dark Elves, yes? Of little interest to us Khajiit. This one is late in his years and does not remember. But he may have... Ask Shadea. This one thought it sensible to hire protection while crossing a land as Bandari are.
I'll be honest. I don't even know if he'll get it. Not because of the controversy. But I just don't give a shit about the military or playing me.
lock is in the crypt. He just slipped past. I just saw him. The Lock of Rosgard. He's in the crypts. Just need a moment to catch my breath. I was setting up protective runes in the crypts when some swit priest came bumbling in after me and set them off. We were forced to flee when the spirits of the interred attacked us, and then the Lock of Rosgard managed to slither into the crypts. He's so slippery, there's no guarantee they'll even slow him down. Quickly, please. If you can help deter the spirits, I'm sure we can corner him and stop this once and for all. Quickly!
Other
into the
than
crypts.
Sniper
We
Elite,
can't let
I
him get
agree.
away! Hurry! The lock can't be too far ahead!
The way that priest tripped all of your protective runes, it's almost like they're working against you, Relasi.
No! Get him!
Relasi, who's your friend? Are you ever going to introduce us?
Quit running away, and I'll do more than that!
Sniper Elite is gone. My house if we should can go bad in this game if you're not careful.
If only those priests had listened to you, Relasi. You know, it's not too late to switch sides.
Shut up! I'm not switching sides! I know that fetcher's here somewhere. Let's see if we can draw him out.
And the talisman is mine!
Nobody saw me. How could the Lark have known? He has the talisman. The High Priest. I'll see to High Priest Treelam. Go ahead. I'll meet up with you soon.
That's when all of my minds get their chance to shine.
Yes! Are we going to race?
Walker, help. Please. They're still alive in the ruins. Walker, please. Save my family. Shadea kept pushing to leave. Elir Sudro insisted we stay. And then he told her everything. The relic, the thief, secrets we swore to keep. He spoke on the ice value to the Bandari. But she heard only took them to the ruins. The relic is the price of their lives. Too late for me, Walker. Please, find the Lark. Save the other.
Everything went off without a... Wait. Where is everyone? What happened here? Did you do this? I knew Relasi was desperate to get me, but I never thought she'd order something like this. Shadea? Why did he tell her? That old cat is too quick to assume the good in everyone. And perhaps I'm about to make the same mistake. But I'll ask it plainly.
What next, Scrub
Can I count on
Master?
your help in rescuing my
Skipping
client and his
some
family
comments.
or not?
It'll probably be a different game by then.
You think the Bandari are paying
PC
me?
players
They
will
could
be
barely
the guinea
afford to
pigs.
pay their mercenaries.
Normally how
The
early
Lark of
access
Rosgard
works.
never leaves a job
I'll be
unfinished.
honest.
Simple
I
as
don't
that.
even know if he'll get it. Not because of the
Stealing
controversy,
is so inelegant a
but
word
I
for
just
what
don't give a shit
I
about the
have some
military or
answers,
playing
but
me.
I'll meet you at the ruins.
Other than Sniper
Remember
Elite,
to keep
I
Shadea
agree.
talking as long as possible.
Sniper Elite is fun. My how quickly shit can go bad in that game if you're not careful. That's when all of my minds get their chance to shine. Did you play 3 or 4? I didn't play the first 2, but I don't think they're worth going back for. But 3 and 4 were great.
This letter's...
Four was good.
Walker, come no closer or this one will bleed out the elder. Where is the thief?
Shadea, please. This one is sure that Walker means no harm. We can talk through this, yes?
You should have kept your nose to yourself, Walker. This does not concern you. What? Where did you... It does not matter. Give it to Shadeya, now! With so many hands grasping for it, someone must pay well for it, yes? Shadeya is losing patience. Toss it over now! What was that? No! Curse you, thief! No! You will pay for this, Walker. Surrender the talisman or the others die.
Please, Walker. Save this one's family. Give her the talisman if you must.
That's Relassi. Follow my lead and play along.
Stop right there!
You've tricked me out of the talisman, but you'll never catch me alive!
Scoundrel! Thief! This one is not injured, Walker.
Where are the others?
This...
I came as quickly as I could. As soon as I saw what happened at the camp, I followed the tracks here to the outpost. But Vec, what a terrible thing. If then, I'd have been here sooner. But High Priest Treelam kept badgering me with questions. He hasn't even realized it. While there are lives at stake, I couldn't give a nix. If you can go after them, I'll escort the Elder here safely out of the cavern.
Give the talisman willingly? Face Shadeya's blades and suffer!
This one...
A true friend to the Bandari.
My thanks, Walker.
This one shall pay your favor forward.
Oh, good. I was starting to get worried. The others just passed me. They're safe. Now, all that remains is to decide the fate of the Talisman of St. Voorhees. She wouldn't. The only person Relassi wants to suffer for this crime is me. And she still needs to catch me. Besides, if the High Priest knew about her little stunt with the replica talisman, she'd be finished. We've got that we can hold over her. Way ahead of you. While you were saving the hostages, I doubled back and managed to steal Relassi's replica off the High Priest personally. Serves him right for not listening to my favorite armiger in the first place. So I could give it to you. Will you honor the patron saint of House Telvanni by restoring his shrine's most beloved spoil of war? Or will you don the mask of the pariah and deliver them the replica? The choice is now yours. For everyone involved to keep their desired reputations, there is no one else I can trust with this decision. It has to be you. I mean, I know what I'd do, but it's in your hands now. See you around, stranger. And send my fondest farewells to Relassi, will you?
The Walker has returned. 1,000 blessings to you. This one mourns those lost when Shadea's Ha! So, the fate of the Eye of Bondar falls to you. Walker, this one is at a loss for words. Our caravan will pay forward your generosity 1,000 times, but...
I love a good fire. Reminds me of being a kid. Being hungry wasn't so bad when you were
Very
born.
good, Walker, very good.
Good, you're back. Just as we planned. The lot got away, but the remaining Khajiit are safe, right? I recognize my handiwork. I'll be a hero returning this to the shrine. It's a false victory, but no one needs to know that besides us. What happened today was a setback, but the knowledge is my burden to bear. No one needs to learn from it except me. I'll make it right by capturing the Lark of Rosgard next time. I swear it. I'll send a report to my superiors. It's just being furtive.
Armiger Relossi, your efforts in returning this relic to our shrine will be noted.
Magister Irin never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting.
There's the main tower. And you can see the isolation tower to the north there. They're not like the towers back home. But they're beautiful in their own way. Good. Nobody's noticed us so far. The key is in that chest. It's a spare for when the researchers misplace theirs. Got it? Let's speak for a moment. All right! We have the key. This is going better than I thought it would. And it's strange. Everything looks so different in here without the wards. It all feels... Nathan's protective wards. You know, Sathiel's magic barriers that kept Nathan's half of the tower in isolation. I couldn't cross them at all. They certainly made tidying up a bit of a trial. I mentioned the wards before, didn't I? Sorry. I guess I've been here so long it's become normal to me. Sathiel said the outside world would kill Nathan, and she was working on a cure. But as far as I know, she and her husband were trying to cure the Nahatan flu. He died years ago, when Nathan was just a baby, from the disease they were trying to cure. Sathiel must be sheltering Nathan for fear of losing him, too. She's doing it out of love. That I can understand. But that doesn't make it right. We'll take the portal pad to the cellar. Then the key will get us into the labs. From there, it's just making our way through the caverns to the isolation tower. As long as we don't cross Sathiel, the others will be too busy to stop us. Good question. I've never known her to be particularly combative, but if Nathan's wards were any indication, she does wield very powerful magic. Which she may... Nathan's well-being is a family affair, and the researchers are far more focused on their work. They're tasked with observing their subjects for the slightest changes, so they won't keep their eyes on us for long, anyway. Test subjects for her experiments. Animals, as far as I know. Some of the experiments are rather grisly. I kept away from the lab for that exact reason. I've heard some of these Telvanni use slaves for such things. But Sathiel's... No, and that's exactly what worries me. She's tested no cures on him because there's nothing to cure. He's not sick. She just wants control. Poor Nathan. His mother loves him, but it's almost like she's the one with the sickness. I don't think I've ever seen it this empty down here. Where is everyone? Wait. What are these subjects doing out of containment?
Want to die?
Why are they like this? What has Sathiel done to them? look around. Maybe there's something here that explains what happened. What's that? It looks like a letter. What did you find? Anything that explains what's happened? Let me see. No, I'd never write such a thing. Did Cecile write this? Does she really think this sounds like me? What did the research note say? Spores? The researchers spoke of those. Little seeds on the air, invisible to the eye like flu or fever. I think that's how molds and mushrooms make more of themselves. Delman spore sample. Delman? Delman? What is that? It sounds like a name. It sounds familiar. I just can't place where I've heard it before. She mentions these toxic spores interfering with wards. Does that mean Nathan's wards? If these spores reach the isolation tower, he could be in danger. The observation outpost! What happened? Where is everyone?
Here's special. Dangerous, huh?
Shay? Thank the 8 you're all right.
Daisha, stranger, you shouldn't be here. Too dangerous. Go no further. Spores nearly killed me. Barely exposed. Natural immunity. I will live. Heard shouting, then screaming. Everyone came running. Big mistake. Subject spores. Too strong. Wanted to escape. Mistress Dreloth. She coaxed him back to isolation. Delman, too strong. Stronger than I've ever seen. Delman, Mistress Dreloth's greatest experiment. The cure, the affliction.
What has 9 arms and sucks?
Delman did this. Trouble breathing. Barely survived. The other researchers, not so lucky. Too late for them. Go no further. You could be killed.
I'm glad Tunshe is all right. But he's just given us more questions than answers. I know he's one of her most trusted assistants, but if this Delman is one of Sathiel's experiments, how does Tunshe not blame her for what happened here? I know, but... fetch it all! I just wish I could remember where I've heard it before. Delman. Delman. No, that's just the trouble. If Nathan had said or written it, I'd probably remember it exactly. Delman. Delman. It's on the tip of my tongue. Where did Tunshe say Sathiel took the subject again? That must mean the isolation tower. Where Nathan is. Let's keep going. I don't know what we're going to do, but Sathiel needs to be stopped.
Male spiders. Deaf leopard.
The researchers too? God, what has she done? Wait. Do you feel that? It's like we're being watched. We can't waste time. We need...
Long enough. Whoever you are, you've fallen for Dacia's fanciful tale. And now you're enabling her dangerous obsession with my son. Nathan made his feelings for Dacia perfectly clear in the letter he wrote. Or was that vital piece of information kept from you? So what if I did? They'd both do well to believe it. They can never be together, do you hear me? Never! Leave this place! Forget all that you've seen, or you'll end up worse than Tunshe. Delman? Where did you hear this name, Delman? Ah, I see. So your half-informed mind proves far more dangerous than an uninformed one. You cannot help. Leave this place, or I will do everything in my remaining power to stop you.
Delman was her husband. That's right! I must have heard it from her once, long ago when she first brought me on. He died from the Nahatan flu. The thing she's trying to cure. I've never seen her like this before. I don't know. Has she gone mad? Was she always this way? If so, she's been hiding it, and I can't blame her. If she were carted off to Gorn, she'd be parted from Nathan. The thought of it probably only made things worse for her. If you mean to heed Sathiel's words and leave, then I'll have to go on alone. Nathan is my whole world. I'm not leaving without him.
we managed
You
to
cannot
beat that
fight the
one.
danger that lies ahead. This is your last chance. Dacia, turn back, or you may never leave this tower again.
Dacia, stay back! I tried to escape, but she was right. My mother was right about everything.
Nathan, what are you talking about? We're here to rescue you.
Stay back from the ward. Mother says it's already in a weakened state due to the strength of my affliction. I don't recognize you, stranger. What are you doing with Dacia? Rescue? Then she really does love me? There was this note, you see. I was certain it was fake, but then I saw you and, well, I started to wonder. But I cannot leave. If you came through the caverns, you must have seen what I'm capable of. My father, yes. The affliction my mother gave me. She named it after him. I didn't know until I tried escaping. The wards were never for my protection. They kept others safe from me. If I had left with Dacia when we planned, she'd be dead. A living cure. A symbiote that protects its host with toxic spores. I would not be alive without it, and it would not thrive without me. All these years, she really has been trying to cure me so I might live a normal life. Why did I ever doubt her?
So now you know the truth. I'd kept this secret from Nathan his whole life. That he might not grow up knowing he was a monster of my own making. That he might keep his will to live while I sought a cure. After all, I gave him the Nahatan flu and cured him of that too. Delmin and I were trying to save the world. A promising fungal spore sample was on its way from Black Marsh when Delmin caught the very thing we were trying to cure. And I lost him. I had to know if the spores would have saved him. And now I know. Nathan came from me. I am enough of him that the fungal symbiote does not register me as a separate entity, and therefore not a threat to its host. That is when I named it. Delman Mycota. The cure, like love, that would be with us always. The truth is a poor cure for love. I did not want Dacia to share my fate of being shackled to Tel Dreloff by her own heartstrings, so I tried to drive her away. But since hers is a love that clearly cannot be cured, I have devised a choice for her. If Dacia is willing, I can safely inoculate her with the same spores I used on Nathan. She will share his affliction and his confinement. But they will be together, and she will want for nothing, except perhaps her freedom. Then she can make herself useful and help me find a cure. I'll hire her on again. I need someone dependable to procure rare ingredients to keep testing possible cures for dump.
Nathan and I could finally be together. But the way to do so means becoming his mother's experiment. But I'd be safe, provided for. I'd get to dance and sing. Leaving for good is no option for me. My heart is Nathan's and his is mine. If I don't give up my freedom, I can help Cecile find a cure. I get to see... Life offers no guarantee of love, either. But I found that, didn't I? I don't see it as giving up my freedom. If my freedom is the price of being with Nathan...
You're staying? Truly? Are you sure, Dacia?
I fought this hard just to get to you, Nathan. Of course I'm staying.
Come on, that's funny. Never said it, Wanty.
Let's ride!
Ah, welcome. Ah, excellent. Yes, I see you found the remaining ingredients. Knew you could do it. Knew you could. Give them to me, if you please. Everything else is prepared. Well done. Yes, just needs a bit of finessing. Brilliant. Should be all ready now to give to Oathman Laro. May I ask one more favor? Could you give it to him in my stead? Last I saw him, he was meeting with Spellwright Varsva. Oh, you know the usual, cleaning this, tossing that, busy. I need to avoid the mushrooms. Yes, that's it, the mushrooms. All those spores in that area are murder on the sinuses. What? In large doses, perhaps, but... Oh, all right. It's poison. But understand, Laro is dreadful. A violent bully, totally unfit for his station. You'd be doing it. You wouldn't. Would you? No, please. If you did, it would be very dire for me, and maybe you too. I wouldn't recommend that option. In fact, perish the thought of it.
Oh, stop complaining, Larry.
You were at Eidolon's
Your
Hollow
headaches are
and
no
survived.
excuse
You must
for
be stronger than a
poor
mammoth.
results. You are of House Telvanni. Find a remedy and press on.
Ah, my head. Balver is sending some minion to deliver my tincture. About time. Do you need something? I don't have time to waste with someone below my station. I've important house... Oh, don't mind if I do.
Careless fool! Didn't even take a whiff before guzzling down a vial from a stranger. Well, I suppose his seat is empty now. I wonder who will claim it.
It worked? It worked! Is he... Oh, he is. It feels as though a great weight has been lifted from my... I can't thank you enough.
Well, we need a replacement. By the power granted me by House Telvanni, I bestow upon you, Balver Bemis, the rank of Oathman. Now be gone before someone poisons you.
Oathman! Well, if you say so, Spellwright, I promise to bring pride and glory to House Telvanni.
helped.
Wait, was it actually that turn back there? Oof! Stupid nest!
I'm sorry. Stop! Please! You have to kill that nest! What is that thing? Destroy it!
If I show pro lights, take a shower or something, it's almost 4 p.m.
Anyone else?
Oh, may the three bless you, my friend.
Not so tough now, are you?
Catch you later tonight. Later.
I'm not leaving you. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Meln is in my power, Torvasad. He'll unlock the Black Book soon enough.
He better, Shelrani. We need the right hidden within the tormenting eye, or else all is for naught.
Tell the princes, I'll uphold my end of the bargain. I expect them to uphold theirs. I have no time for obstinate ghosts. You will give me access to the Black Book when I return, or else.
Over here! Quickly, before Shelrani comes back! I see you were able to follow the clues I left in my tower. But you took your sweet time. I can't defy Shelrani much longer. If we're going to get out of here and keep me from complying with that lying murderer, you must do exactly as I say. My spirit is bound to the soul gem Shelrani used to capture me. Disentangling the connection will require more time and expertise than you have. So simply take the gem and leave. Without me, she may never be able to unlock my Black Book. Shelrani took the Black Book with her, but without my help, she'll have to unriddle it page by page. The labor of days or weeks, not hours, if she can even accomplish it. She's too fond of the easy path to power. It will be her undoing someday. She doesn't need it at all. She's in league with a Dremora, Torvasad, and a pair of Daedric princes. There's apparently a rite contained within the book they want her to cast. In return, they'll give her what she wants. Control of House Telvanni. Can you hear me? With the gem in your possession, I can come and go as I please. Now use that portal and let's go. Yes, this will do nicely. Let's discuss our arrangement, my chariot of flesh and bone.
being dead and incorporeal isn't how I plan to spend eternity. But being with you is 1,000 times better than remaining in Shareni's clutches. And we delayed her plans for my Black Book. Now, tell me about your dealings with Hermaeus Mora. So, end of the world stuff. Well, that's something interesting at least. Obviously, you're going to need the help of a Telvanni Magister. Luckily, you have me. Let me conjure up a... Now, mind you keep my gem on you at all times. I can't help you save the world or advise you on matters of import if I'm not on your person. Unless I manifest, only you can hear me. Oh, and I can lend you certain abilities, such as my ghost sight. It's an improvement on the ocular lens you used in my tower. I created a spell to produce the same effect without any need of a crude focus. Turns out, it works even better now that I'm dead. My Black Book, the Tormenting Eye, contains many secrets. Ghost sight was one of them. With it, I can expand your senses, allow you to... Remember, I was a Telvanni Magister, still am as a matter of fact. One of the most powerful mages in the peninsula. And I've dealt with Hermaeus Mora before, and Shareni. Don't you think my counsel will be worth listening to? Once, long ago, I was her mentor, but I recognized a darkness in her, and not the usual Telvanni traits. She was reckless, dangerous. I refused to sponsor her advancement beyond the rank of master, and she coveted my Black Book. It's an improvement on the ocular... Tossed in your pack? I expect you to find a nice silk pouch for my gem at the first opportunity. Now, let's be off.
Gedane of Necrom, you tend the archive of corpses.
Never heard it called that before. But yes. Yes, I do. Would you like a tour of the catacombs?
Perhaps, later. Hermaeus Mora's proxy returns.
Ah, of course. I'm sure the two of you have much to discuss. Laramel is a remarkable woman. So intelligent.
3 labors were set before you, Proxy. Now Vermina, Periite, and Master Shelreni stand revealed as our foes. I have been speaking with Curate Gedane. I find him intriguing. But I wish to hear it from you. What did you find in Necrom Abbey? Just as Gedane told me then. The Fulcrum Obscura. The hidden kindred are well named, although I understand you prevented them from escaping with the complete relic. Let us move on. What happened after we parted ways at Telrendis? Black books serve as doorways into Apocrypha. A master such as Shelreni Barrow likely has other ways to reach Hermaeus Mora's domain. So why is this particular book so important to her? Able to invade Apocrypha unnoticed and break into the realm's master index. Our enemies are bold and capable, it seems. 3 different locations and 3 different schemes. They must be connected, but how? What are Mora's foes trying to do? Ah, I believe I see. The relic must be the key. The secret Vermina's servants sought in Apocrypha is the location of the dream. And the Black Book is needed for the rite they plan. Clever. Someone put them up to this. But who? Ah, yes, Torvasad. Well done, Proxy. Now we have a name for the spider at the center of this web. Key, rite, and dream. I have been conversing with Curate Gadain. I find him interesting. But I admit the particulars of the plan currently elude me. Clearly they believe the relic, this fulcrum obscura, and the rite are key to remembering the dream they seek. To stop them, we must learn more about the dream and the secret it holds. We go to Apocrypha. The stacks of ciphers midden the portal in the room downstairs where better to hide Oblivion portal. Curate Gadain, are you certain you wish to accompany us?
Absolutely. The relic is my responsibility. Let me just grab a few essentials. I'll be right back.
Fate provides the aid we need, Proxy. We will meet you at Cypher's Midden.
My prices can't be beat. Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Your eyes open and your mouth shut.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
Oh, good. I didn't want to walk.